So, good morning, students. Myself, Mahendra Saini. I am faculty from Civil Engineering Department. So, today we are going to discuss, or we can try to solve a problem related with earthquake. This topic lie under wind and seismic analysis of BTech 6th semester subject. Okay, so it is a very important subject, so you must watch continuous video. Okay, we will solve one after one video in succession. Okay, so there is a problem you can see here. So problem is calculate total base shear for a 4-story RC framed building to be constructed at Ahmedabad. Location is given here in Ahmedabad. Okay, most of the earthquake occur in India in this zone, Ahmedabad, Bhuj. Okay, so most of the questions will occur in this on Ahmedabad. Okay, so the proposed building has 3 bays in X direction. Okay, 3 bays means 3 parts. Okay, and 2 bays in Y direction means 2 parts in Y direction as shown in figure. Okay, all the beams are size of 250 mm by 450 mm and column size given is 450 by 600 mm and floor thickness 120 mm means 12 centimeter thickness is given. Okay, configuration of building with special moment resistance frame type and 13 resting of row ground. Okay, assume live load as 4 kN per meter square for floor. Okay, and assume damping coefficient is given as 5%. Okay, so let's move towards solution. So this is a plan showing columns in each corner. Okay, at joints such as 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 columns are there, and a number of bays, 3 bays, 1 2 and 3 bays in Y direction, and in X direction 4 bays, 1 2 3 and 4 bays. Okay, 4 meter each, center to center distance. Okay, so assume thickness of wall 120 mm, it is given in the question. Okay, assume the slab thickness to be 0.12 meter and height of the building 3 meter of each story. Okay, because the height is not given, is mentioned here. Okay, so we have just assume the height. Generally the height of the building in multi-story buildings generally 10 foot is kept. Okay, so as 10 feet approximately equal to 3 meter. Okay, and dead load calculation, first point is dead load calculation. So we move towards the format of tabular format, in which story first column is story and second column is components, third size, number of units, okay, unit weight and total dead load. Okay, so in the calculation we move towards first of all fourth story. So for fourth story, beam, columns and walls are given, size 0.250, 0.45 as given in the question, and multiply by thickness 0.4. okay. Number of beams in this fourth story is 17. okay, and number of columns are 12. okay, unit weight of RCC in case of beam and columns 25 kilonewton per meter cube. So after calculating volume, okay, volume into number of beams, okay, into unit weight, then we can get total dead load 191.25 kilonewton. okay. Such as similarly we can calculate the weight of total dead load of column that is 121.5 kilonewton. okay. For walls 4 into 1.5 size and 0.12 is thickness. okay, 17 walls here. okay, 22 unit weight of brick material used, so total 269.28 kilonewton. In the case of slab 12 into 12 and 2.12, one slab is here. okay, monolithic shear slab is here, 24 having 24 or we can say 25 kilonewton per meter square unit weight. You can take 24 or either 24 or 25 kilonewton per meter cube, okay, unit weight. So total 414.72 kilonewton, and overall the grand total of this dead load is equal to 996.75 kilonewton. okay. So for first story, second and third story, beam, column, wall, slab and total dead load we can easily calculate. okay. So total dead load, grand total of dead load in case of first, second and third story is 1387.53 kilonewton. okay. So in next second step is live load calculation. So live load calculation, assume live load on floor which is given as 4 kilonewton per meter square. If not given, we will take 4 kilonewton 4 to 5 kilonewton per meter square. okay, it can be assumed also. okay, so assume live load on roof. So the live load on roof is just half of floor. okay, total live load on floor is 4 into 12 into 12. okay, equal to 576, and total live load on roof is 2 into 12 into 12, 288 kilonewton. So total live load on fourth floor, summation of these 966.75 plus 288, and total live load on which is denoted by W4, and total live load on third, second and first floor is 576 plus 1387.53. okay, because the roof only we will assume as fourth floor, and another story is taken as floors. okay, so total seismic load W1 plus W2 plus W3 plus W4, sum of these 4 story. okay, total live load and taken as 7175.34 kilonewton. okay, so seismic zone factor for seismic zone, the building being situated in seismic zone third. okay, you can see in the code that which area is situated in which zone. okay, for seismic zone third, the zone factor is 0.16. okay, so assume the building to be in the end office building. okay, you can assume anything else. For office building, importance factor is 1, building resistant frame detailed as per IS 13920. okay, you can follow this code. The response reduction factor is 5. okay, building resting on frame, if building rested on frame So detailed as per IS 13920, the response reduction factor is 5. So fundamental period first in next step, lateral load resistance is provided by moment resistance framed infield with brick masonry panels. So because the damping coefficient is given in the question is 5%, the notification factor we have to calculate 1. Okay. What it is given in code. Okay. Earthquake load in x direction. So natural period of shaking we can easily calculate by applying this formula, capital T equal to 0.09 into h upon root d. Okay. So for root d equal to 12, d equal to 12, so t equal to 0.311 second. Okay, means earthquake will occur, was occur in for 0.311 second only. Okay, the shaking time is 0.311 second. It is quite sufficient for natural disaster. Okay, the building is located on type of third rocky soil. So SI upon G equal to 2.5, H equal to formula Z upon 2 into I upon R into SI upon G. So putting all these value, we can calculate AH, and design by shear in X direction is calculated by VB equal to H into W. All these terms after putting, we can get the base shear is 287.01 kilonewton. Okay. So earthquake load in Z direction, after again put the value in capital T, H and D, S upon G again calculated, H again calculated, then finally H is calculated as 0.04. Design by shear in Z direction, we can easily calculate VB base shear. So again value is obtained as 287.01 kilonewton. So thank you. We can meet in next lecture with another problem of wind and seismic analysis for calculating earthquake load. Thank you very much.